Yo, what's going on, guys? Sean Don here from Atlas Peak Performance. We have another technical analysis. This time we have Marco Kammer, hammer thrower. So let's take a look. Good overall acceleration, Marco. Really let that speed build, which is good. I like that. Good. Okay, so I think generally, as I look at this, overall it's not terrible. It's a pretty solid throw. Lines are nice and smooth and easy. You turn back those shoulders just a little bit on that entry. I think you lead with your head just a little bit right here. Alright, so you can see your head turns just a little bit ahead of the hammer. And the hammer finally catches up right about there. But, so I'd say when you cast the ball in, try to keep your head looking straight back, maybe at this pole or whatever it might be. If this is 12 o'clock from the sector, if what I would assume is 12 o'clock is right in between your feet, but I'm not sure. But yeah, just try to run the ball past you just a little bit more. That'll help connect that left side to the ball a little bit better instead of just being a little bit ahead of it and kind of setting things up a little funky. Your toe turn is a little bit more of like a side of the foot turn, which is fine, I guess. I know Matthias Tiala, he used to turn like that. I'm not a big fan of that. I like to think about focusing more on the inside of the big toe. I think it helps set up my axis a little bit better, but it looks to be just fine for you because you get in and catch that first turn nice and early, and then working it through, and you drop your hands just a little bit here, which is fine. I would say just think about working the ball around you. Keep your hands up a little bit. I think later in the throw you'll see that when you drop your hands and the over gets a little steeper, it kind of throws your throw off just a little bit. But yeah, catch two. And here you come around just a bit with this foot. And you have a really pronounced right leg in the throw. It's very pick up and put down and pick up and put down, which I like. It's active. It's good. But I think if you were just a little bit quicker with it, less pronounced with the up and down motion, and just more about just getting it in and putting it down quick every step, rather than picking it up and then putting it down. Just bring your right leg with the ball, which you actually do a good job of turning your right side into your left, and letting the ball pass. Like I said, there's just kind of that first turn, you let it with your head just a bit, but that right side turns the left, catching in, working it in, pretty solid, and then into four, really up and over that left leg, which is nice, I like it. But I think you catch your turns all about at the same point where the hammer is, in between 270 and 180. But I think as the throw progresses, you actually end up catching just a little bit later each turn. So I think if we go back to your first turn, that's your earliest catch, is your first turn. Boom. Just nice and early, closer to 180. And then two. A little later, closer to 270 because you came around. Three. Catching early, and then four is about the same place as three. So work on trying to catch it earlier and earlier each turn. Get that foot in nice and quick. And during the finish, you just kind of stand up as the hammer comes down to zero. I like to think about focusing on keeping like a bent knee finish with the hammer. So like as the ball hits zero, you can see you're kind of straightening out that left leg and really extending. I would say try to sit just a little bit longer and hold those forces and work the ball around you just a little bit longer. And then just at the very last moment, like stand up like right about then. Because as you can see, when you finish, your hips rise, 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 and then as you actually deliver the ball, your hips kind of sink just a little bit, rather than getting the very last little bit out of it. And then you can see you're even a little bit heavy, not heavy on your left side, but you want a little bit more 50-50 balance in your left and right leg in the finish as you kind of get pulled over to your left side just a bit. But overall, I mean, like, it's a pretty solid throw. Let's take one more look. Yeah. Like I said, when your hands kind of drop in that first turn, the orbit gets pretty steep right away. You get under nice and flat, and then just boom, shoot straight up. You let the ball grow and develop nicely through each turn, but I think it might be a little bit easier if you flatten out that entry and flatten out that first turn just a bit. It would also help a lot with what I call your direction or your pulse into the throw. I think Lance Steele and Stuart Toger talk about the pendulum and stuff like that. There should always be kind of like a pulse, or you should feel the ball kind of pull you forward in each turn, and you feel that pull towards the sector. And that looks like when you start kind of slow and very methodical like this, it's hard to feel that pulse. So I think if you worked on this entry in that first turn, just throwing the ball around you, and then feeling that pulse and that pull to the sector, letting that ball kind of work for you towards the sector, get that direction, I think that'd be a big thing for you. And I think that would help straighten out that second turn over rotation too, because you kind of let the ball work around you very nice. You have very good patience through the first and second turn, but unfortunately you just come a little bit around. There's too much rotation and not enough linear movement to the throw, or enough linear forces. Too much rotational, not enough linear. Has to be a good balance of both. But for the most part, like I said, yeah, very smooth acceleration. I love that. So yeah, nice job, Marco. Work on those things. Definitely got some more meters in the tank. Definitely got more to work on, which is good. So yeah, if you guys are interested in a technical analysis of your own, visit www.atlaspeakperformance.com. Go to the services and resources page and sign up now. It's the off season. Time to figure out your weaknesses and work on them and get better so you can come back even stronger next season. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.